on, y'all. Hold on. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode, of CoolCat-Mitch, the podcast. The Wi-Fi on my laptop is just that plain stupid. I am your boy. Well, yeah, I know. It is what it is, people. Welcome to the coolest show with the realest of the realest. The coolest cat and the realest of the realest welcomes y'all to CoolCat-Mitch, the podcast. I am the coolest cat, your boy Mizzy Miss, CoolCat on YouTube representing the birds with my co-host, the realest of the realest, MK Miss Kowalski.
Yo, what's up, guys? What is up? We are here doing Football Sunday. Let's just get into it, man. I don't have to stress about the Eagles today, which is good.
Exactly.
Well, I definitely gonna be stressing tomorrow. You definitely gonna be stressing tomorrow, so get ready.
Yeah, man.
He's starting already. Here he goes.
Yeah, we starting
We gotta
already.
spice it up, man. We gotta spice it up early, man. No need for the pillow talk, man. Let's get straight to the business.
Exactly. Let's get up to the business. We got two special guests in the building. We got Skol Purple Podcast in the building. What's up?
Hey, guys. How's it going? Glad to be here with you. Thanks for the invite. And looking forward to our game tomorrow night. So, yeah, should be fun. I think it'll be a good game. But hopefully the Vikings can get the W. I will save predictions for later, of course. But I'm much more confident. I heard Rapp say it last night. I'm much more confident in this game with Kevin O'Connell being our head coach compared to Mike Zimmer. That is for sure.
Yeah.
Yep. And we got Purple Pocket Podcast in the building. I'll be right back, y'all. Go ahead, Purple.
Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all having me on again. You know what I'm saying, man? Listen, Eagles content creators, man. Mitch, Cool Cat, JC, everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody that I've been working with, you know, you guys, man, y'all put in that work, man, for sure. Y'all be putting in that work, man. Y'all been reaching out, you know, keeping me busy, man. I enjoyed it. And we going to get it started again today. And then tomorrow, the talk is over. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm ready for. I'm ready for the talk to be put to bed. For sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Talk is done.
Yeah, the talk.
Well, really, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it won't be over. Maybe it won't be over. We'll see. I guess we'll see how I feel after Monday night. Maybe it won't be over.
Yep. So let's talk about these games that we had in the week one. We defeated the Detroit Lions. You guys defeated the Green Bay Packers. So I want to ask Skol Purple Podcast, because I asked Purple already. What's your thoughts on defeating the Green Bay Packers?
Well, of course, it's always great to beat the Packers, and it's always great to do it at home in front of the home crowd, first week of the season. So it was great. Great to beat Green Bay. I would have liked to maybe have put on another touchdown there in that second half to really ice things over. But overall, I was pleased with how things went. I think it's going to be interesting to see how Green Bay responds after that game, how they play going forward. But Vikings-wise, I thought the offense did what they needed to do. Justin Jefferson he's on track to be the best wide receiver in the NFL right now. And I'm sure we'll get into that too. But he's really good. And then, the pass rush that we have been talking about all offseason with Danielle Hunter and Zadarius Smith coming to fruition, finally getting to see that in action last week. Really, really fun to watch those guys go at it against that Green Bay offensive line and get some work done. So,
hey, listen, real quick, Cool Cat, get me off the stream. You'll see me back. I need 30 seconds. Hold on, I gotta go get my drink real quick. I'm coming right back. Hold it down, Carson. Don't let me down.
All right.
Yep. Mitch, what was your thoughts on the Philadelphia Eagles defeating the Detroit Lions?
First off, the defense sucked. Jonathan Gannon sucked. That's all I got to say about that. Jalen Hurts had a good game. Did he run too much? Yes. 17 times, way too much. For me, I want him to run at least 10 to 12, not 17. That's overkill. He almost got injured against the Lions. And then A.J. Brown, CoolCat's Player of the Week right there. He had a good game. He had a great game. He had a 55-yard bomb from Jalen Hurts. What I would have liked to see is Devontae Smith get the catch, but unfortunately, play called back. No catches since. Yeah, and Dallas Goedert had a good game as well.
Exactly. We're going to ask Purple Pocket Podcast this question as well when he comes back. But let's get on to this preview of this game. Because, man, this game is going to be something for everybody. So I'm going to ask you, Skol Purple Podcast, our defense versus your defense versus our offense. What do you want to say?
So one thing that concerned me about the Vikings defense in week 1 was their lack of ability to stop the run. And I think maybe part of that was because they had the game sort of in hand in that second half, and we maybe were kind of focused more on stopping Aaron Rodgers in the passing game. So that's maybe why they were so effective in the running game. But that still is a concern for me going into a game against you guys, because you guys obviously have a solid running back in Miles Sanders. You got a really good offensive line, and also the quarterback, Jalen Hurts. He runs the football as well. So those things really do concern me going into tomorrow night. But I do think if the Vikings are able to make Jalen Hurts throw the football, and I know that, Jalen Hurts has the talent to throw the football, but I think we would rather him beat us through the air than on the ground tomorrow night.
Okay.
Yeah.
Purple?
How I feel, man. Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this: the Vikings. So what was it again? It was the Vikings offense against y'all's defense, or our defense versus y'all offense?
No,
It was
y'all defense versus our offense.
Our defense versus our, yeah. So the main thing, like I've been saying, is we just need to stop Jalen Hurts from converting third downs, with his feet. I mean, that's my biggest key to winning this game. Make Jalen Hurts sit in the pocket and throw the ball. And I think we'll be all right with that. He will gift us with a couple of presents. I just believe that's going to happen. I mean, hey, look, our defense, I think people forget like Danielle Hunter is been out of sight, out of mind, and rightfully so. He's been injured the past 2 years, really haven't been able to see him. But to say that he's 100% and Zadarius Smith being 100%, like those two guys make me feel confident about our defense. They just make me feel good. I think they're going to apply pressure. I seen Aiden Hutchinson bust through y'all's offensive line a couple times. Him being a rookie, yeah, he's a good player. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think he's better than Danielle Hunter. I'm gonna just keep it real. So I just think we can capitalize, man. It's gonna be a good battle, though. I know I sit here and I talk smack, but that's what I'm here for. Like, I'm here to spice things up. But I think it's gonna be a dogfight in the trenches, though, for sure. I do think it's gonna be a dogfight in the trenches.
It's going to be really a dogfight, but for me, the key is the run game. We got to keep that up. I mean, obviously, you had Jalen Hurts running 17 times, Miles Sanders running 14 to 15. Just him running the ball after his injury history is great, and he finally scored a touchdown. CoolCat was saying, like, all this stuff. I got a touchdown more than Miles Sanders, so on and so forth.
You did.
But, yeah, all season long. But we can't see that anymore. So
Exactly.
It's a run game. Got to keep that running, man. And that's basically it. We're going to show you why we're the best running back by committee. It's actually can't wait for Trey Sermon to come back or to get his debut.
We got Skol Mafia back. What's up, my guy? How you doing?
Hey, man. First of all, man, shout out to my boy, man. You want to talk about a Skolja, man. Skol Mafia, man, that's my dog. You feel me? Like, he been riding with me every stream I've been doing, man. Literally every stream I've been doing. Me and him been holding it down for the purple. You feel me? Like, we've been holding it down. So, man, shout out my boy, though.
Yeah, I'll see him again tonight.
Yeah, you're going to be with Mitch and Purple tonight.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, I asked you this last time, Purple, so I'm going to ask you again. Your thoughts on the your win against Green Green Bay Packers, just in case anyone missed it.
Yeah. You asking me or Carson?
No, I already asked Carson. I'm asking you again.
Asking me. Yeah. I think we I think we won like easy. It was a clean game. Everybody expected the Packers to be the best team in the North, and everybody keeps bringing up, well, they got beat like this last year, by the Saints. The Saints kind of did them dirty. I think it was like 38-3 or something like that. They just got mollywopped. So they're like, hey, don't forget they did that last year and they won 7 games. Man, look, it's a new year, man. I'm not living in the past. I don't care about what happened last year. I'm talking about this year. I'm talking about we got a new. I would have more expected us to have a close game, right, and barely win, or if we would have lost by a little bit, say, you know what, the coaching, the offense still got to figure itself out. But the way we won, I mean, listen, we didn't even have to use the run game as much. Justin Jefferson was wide open all game. I mean, really, there was a couple plays where Adam Thielen and KJ were wide open. He just wasn't able to progress and get to those reads, but because he was the highest pressured quarterback for week 1. He had the most pressure on him, but he still played a solid game. So I look at it like if he can get to those other reads, man, the way the offense is running, our wide receivers are open, bro, 5 yards. It's crazy how wide open Justin Jefferson was, and I think there's going to be more of that going into week 2. Now, I do believe y'all cornerbacks are a little better than Green Bay. I give y'all that. I always give y'all props for the Gardner Johnson pickup. I think that was huge. I wish we would have reached out and got that guy, but he's definitely going to help y'all. But I'm still confident with our guys, though. The way we played in Green Bay, I'm going into week 2 with all the confidence in the world, man. Like, for real, I just am. So I'm happy about it, man. We won clean, 23-7. That's a smacking in the NFL. That's a smacking.
So what I'm going to ask Skol is, what's your confidence? And before we get to the defense side of the ball, what's your confidence in Kirk Cousins? Because I asked Purple this, I'll ask him again. But what's your confidence, Skol, in Kirk Cousins?
Well, after week 1, it's a little higher. I've got to say that. But I think I've still got to see more consistency, and this is for the whole team, but I do have to see more consistency from Kirk Cousins, because it seems like every year he's got 1, 2, 3 games where he just disappears, or he just does not play up to his potential. And when those games are the games that you need to win to get into the playoffs, because most of his career he's been at a 500 quarterback, then that's not going to be good enough to advance into the playoffs, and then of course, win in the playoffs. So I think he's definitely got a lot of talent. He's very talented quarterback, but I still have some concerns going forward. But like I said, I am more confident now that he's got a coach that is going to pour into him, that is running the offense the way that he's running the offense, having him play with a quiet mind. I'm sure that's been something that we've talked about at length on Vikings podcast, but having him play with that quiet mind is huge. And I think that's something that we can look forward to as Vikings fans, is if that continues, then really the sky's the limit, I think, for this team. But I still, like I said, want to see it be more consistent.
Yep. Purple.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm confident with him. I've been confident with him 3 months ago. I called it. I said he's going to be in the MVP conversation this year. I'm booking it still. And he started out with a bang. All right, he didn't play the best game in the world, but to be under the most pressure and still play that type of game, it just shows me, like, if he does get some clean pockets, man, he's just going to sit back and be darting up all year. He has the arm to make every throw. But I'm with Carson, though. Like, I do need to see more, obviously, because he has let us down in the past. He's known to be a streaky type quarterback where he'll play for a month, he'll play 4 weeks, outstanding. And then, the next month he just falls off the face of the earth and just can't do it anymore. But, I think a lot of that had to do with coaching and confidence, him trying to balance the emotions, just having things happen throughout the week of practice with Mike Zimmer and things. I just think it isn't the same. I just feel like him and O'Connell are really locked in. Like, they're sitting down a lot more throughout the week coming up to the games, and he feels really comfortable going into the games. I just think his confidence going into the games this year is going to be a lot higher than they've ever been. And, you know, that's one thing that's going to make the difference for Kurt. That's why I'm not the only one. There's a couple other mainstream media guys that feel the same way I feel with Kirk Cousins. Like, and I used to be the biggest Kirk Cousins hater ever. Like ever. I mean, ever since 2018, I hated this guy. Like and hate is a strong word. I don't like to use it, but I'm telling you, I did not like him. You know what I mean? Like I wanted anybody but him. But this year, I'm riding with him, man. I think he gonna surprise me. He gonna put my foot in my mouth, and I'm okay with that.
That's all right. Hey, I agree. If he makes us eat crow and we win the Super Bowl, I will eat all the crow that it takes.
Man, I'm buying a Kurt jersey, bro. I'm buying the jersey.
Yeah. Hey, I'll do that too. I'll put my name down for a Kirk jersey.
Hey, CoolCat, you looking kind of funny over there, man. When we talk like that, man, you scared or what, man? You nervous or
Scared
what?
of what?
No, I think he's gonna bring out his belt.
Okay, when my team, now you got me bringing this out. Now you got me bringing this out. When
Aaron Rodgers playing for the Eagles now.
Yeah.
I can't believe you just said that. Now I got to bring the clip out. Yeah, thanks. Now I got to bring the clip out of who's playing.
Jalen Hurts. Let's see if he can get something going. There's Hurts. He's back. Fires. Touchdown. They really came out on fire. Hurts. He is in such control. Hurts. What a fight by Jalen Hurts. Beautiful throw by Hurts. 3 rushing touchdowns. Give me a little more of that. Boy, that hurts. Boy, did he make magic happen. Jalen Hurts, number 1. That really, really hurts.
They took like 10 clips of his 2 years of playing and put together a little
and I'm supposed to be scared. Stop it. I have, like you guys, I have total faith in that quarterback.
Yeah,
he's got a ton of talent.
He does.
He's got a ton of talent. Absolutely.
I'm gonna
give it to you. He does.
I'm gonna give that.
Hey, Mitch. Hey, listen, CoolCat. Mitch, I talked to Mitch the other night. Now, you know this. Now, Mitch wasn't as confident in Jalen Hurts. That's why he over there being quiet.
I know.
He's not sold on him, Mitch. Tell the truth.
I'm waiting for my turn to talk.
Go ahead, Mitch.
Let Mitch go. I want to hear what Mitch got to say, man, about Jalen, man. Let's hear it.
All right, but before I get into Hurts, I just gotta ask you guys this: how does it feel that Kirk Cousins can't perform in primetime games? I just gotta ask that right there.
Okay, go ahead, Carson.
Well, it's been tough, but I feel like he fits the Vikings narrative pretty well because the Vikings just don't perform in prime time normally that well. At least history has shown, but maybe that changes under Kevin O'Connell now, hopefully. But yeah, he's just kind of almost added to the Vikings already not playing well in prime time for the most part. And maybe there'd be somebody that had statistics to say the other way, but it just seems like the Vikings always struggle in prime time, or at least they don't play up to the potential that they have. So, yeah, I think Kirk's got to keep proving people wrong. I hope he proves me wrong. I hope he proves all of us wrong that he is able to win in prime time, and he's actually able to.
Right. I hope he proves me right.
Sure, for tomorrow anyway, for you. But yeah, but I did want to say. I did want to say Jalen Hurts. So I went to school at the University of South Dakota, and I got to go down to Oklahoma when South Dakota played Oklahoma, and Jalen Hurts was the quarterback. CeeDee Lamb, wide receiver. Got to call a game with those guys playing, and I that was awesome just to see those guys on the field calling a game, kind of a surreal moment, and yeah, just seeing those guys doing well in the league. It's kind of cool. Like, hey, I called a game of those guys playing in college. Now here they are doing well in the NFL. So
I hate CeeDee Lamb. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I hate CeeDee Lamb.
Hey, you'd like him a lot better if he was in green, right?
Oh, if he was in green, I would love him to the moon and back.
Yeah, purple.
Man, I'm confident in him on prime time. I ain't tripping. You feel me? That narrative's over. For one, he's 2-0 in his last primetime games. You know what I mean? And he's 2-0 against the Eagles. Let's book it, man. That narrative's over. And I was the biggest one to say he can't play in primetime, and I can't stand him on Monday night, Sunday night, Thursday night. But now Look what he did last Thursday night last year against the Steelers. Now, mind you, our coaching was horrible. We let them crawl back into that game, but he's putting that thing to bed slowly but surely. And I think tomorrow night will just be another step in the right direction to say, hey, we can just go ahead and leave that in the past, man. Let the past be the past. All right. Let the past be the past. We have the better quarterback going into Monday night. That's a fact. That's a fact. We do. We do, Cool Cat. I know that hurt you. Cool Cat. I know that hurt you to hear.
I said it.
Yeah. Mitch said it. So I'm not even coming at Mitch, but Cool Cat. I know that hurt you to hear, but you know what? It's gonna be okay, man. It's gonna be okay.
I have to agree for right now that Kirk Cousins is the better of the two, but I think this year could change things. We'll see. But yeah, I'd give Kirk the slight edge. I don't think it's that far of a gap, but
hey, it is what it is. I'm not mad about it. It is what it is. We'll find out when the season's over. Trust me, I got full confidence in Jalen Hurts. I mean, after all, when he does stuff like this, hey, it is what it is. So go ahead, Mitch. Talk about Jalen Hurts.
All right. First, let me watch this first.
Go ahead.
Hey, I'm watching this first. Let me watch it first, and I'll speak. That was a beautiful throw. But
imagine that's one of the Vikings, by the way.
That wouldn't happen, bro.
I was watching your video. You said that.
Is he going past?
Shout out Cole in the chat, man. Skol, you already know what's up.
Cole, get out of my chat. This has nothing to do with you. Go lose to the Bengals.
He's in mine. He's not in yours. He's in mine.
Well, don't worry about the Bengals, man. This is a Skol fly conversation. And I'm going to put this into words that even you can understand. This is an A-B conversation. See your way out. But go ahead, man. Talk about Jalen.
So, how I feel about Jalen Hurts, I'm not the biggest fan of him. I feel like they ran him too much 17 times. I honestly want him to run less, like 10 to 12, maybe even 8. Right. So, I want him to read more, not just A.J. Brown. We need Devontae Smith to keep going. He only had 4 targets and no catches. He did have one, but that was called back. Watkins didn't have a catch. Zach Pascal had one. Goddard had a couple. I feel like he needs to spread the ball more. If he does that against your Vikings, I'm sorry, but we're going to win based off that. But I'm just saying here, I need Jalen Hurts to be better.
Miss Bird Gang, man, your husband. I believe that's your husband, man. Bird Gang 31. Listen, he think that AJ Brown better than Jay. You should go in there and punish him for thinking like that. You need to punish your man for that. That's a fact.
Hey, let him know.
Philadelphia Eagles, they always been tough, hard and toughness. That's everything Philadelphia's made of. The standard has been set. The only direction is to rise.
In chat, we trust. Let them know, sis.
And by the way, I want to address Cole's comment. Am I, what is the word, bragging about us beating the Lions? No, not at all. 38 to 35. We should have honestly lost that game. Honestly, lost. So I'm not bragging.
She's not backing down there. Oh boy.
Yeah,
oh boy.
She's not. That's a real one. That's a real one, though. That's what's up, Miss Bird Game. That's a real one.
Yeah,
much respect. Because
you're sticking to your wrong opinion. That's okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Cole said Cook about to eat on that weak, bleak defense.
Let's go, Cole.
I just got to say this. Cole, Purple Pocket said he's not fond of Ezekiel Elliott.
No, I'm not. I ain't not. Hey, listen, Cole. Hey, listen, Cole, stay patient, man. We play y'all this shit, man. If you want to link up, we can link up. And listen, if you want to be part of Purple Gang, we got enough room over here for you to join, man. No worries.
Yeah, fly, Eagles fly. All right, now let's talk about the defense, our defense versus y'all offense. We'll go first because I know we got lots to talk about when it comes to this. Yeah, if there's one thing, and I'm gonna be real, because y'all know me, I'm like, just like Mitch, I'm kind of a real one when it comes to this. Yeah, I may be biased when it comes to my team, but I am real when it comes to this subject. Jonathan Gannon needs to step up in a big way. He does. He got to keep an eye. First of all, if it was any other person, I would be okay. I would be nervous. Kirk Cousins is sometimes can go up, but other times he can go down. Now, granted, he got Dalvin Cook, and he got that gritty of a wide receiver named Justin Jefferson. I will concede to that. And Rhaegar, you ain't getting no revenge. We'll talk about you later.
Hey, what pick did Justin Jefferson go again?
22.
Who had the 21st pick? Sorry, I had to. I had to once.
Hey. I just got to ask you this. What was your reaction to that? Because I already asked him a couple nights ago. Yeah. What was your reaction to when the Eagles, the whole thing with Rhaegar?
I think I didn't know as much about the draft at the time, so I really didn't have much of a knowledge on Jefferson, but now looking back, man, I don't know. It's crazy. Like, just like how could we have seen 3 receivers go in front of that man? Like, I know CD's good, and yeah, obviously with Henry Ruggs, that situation, but with CD, like those other 2 guys, I don't think we're ever going to be better than Justin Jefferson. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was just the experts hyping up the other guys more. I don't know. I actually did like Rhaegar coming out, and I was kind of in a way hoping that the Eagles didn't take him, and then they got Jefferson. I was like, okay. And then I started to watch highlights. I'm like, okay, here we go.
Okay.
And now I'm watching highlights here, and man, he is something special. He is something special.
Yeah, he is. But Rhaegar, we will get on him, but Rhaegar will be out for revenge.
Yeah, I actually wanted to address you on that because I saw your video there.
Yeah, man, he will be out for revenge, man. It will happen.
We'll talk about it.
You will be proud.
We'll talk about it.
Rhaegar and Jefferson all night.
Yeah, you will be proud.
All right, we'll talk about it. But before we do, for me, in order to stop this beautiful, what's up, Bird Game 31, my Birds of Broad Street brothers? How you doing? We'll talk about it too, BG. AJ Brown, the best wide receiver in the game now that he's on
the cap. Stop the cap, Bird
We'll talk about it, BG. We'll talk about it. We will talk about it. We got a lot to talk about, but let's get to this defense. Jonathan Gannon needs to wake up and put Jordan Davis in, because if Jordan Davis is on the field, it stops the run. If Nakobe Dean's on the field, it can help stop the run. You got Flex, you got Graham, you got Josh Sweat, you got Javon Hargrave, you got Hassan Reddick, Kaiser White, you got Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, you got Big Play Slay, Avonte Maddox, and you got James Bradbury. Use your wet pieces to stop this, because I'm going to the game tomorrow. I cannot see it. I know it's going to happen. I know the gritty touchdown.
Oh, you about to go watch that ass whooping in person? Oh, yeah. Wow. I didn't even know that.
No, I'm not going to watch that butt whooping in person. I'm actually going to watch my team get a dub. I'm actually going to watch my team get a dub. And it starts with this defense stopping the run and keeping a sharp eye on that gritty, dancing, purple people eating Jefferson.
My boy gonna be hitting that.
No, he ain't gonna be all this on my field. Mitch, what do you want to see? What do you want to see from the defense?
I said it on this morning show on the Hardcore Sports Network. Thank you, CoolCat, for being on that. Guys, if you haven't checked that out, and again, I'm sorry about sending you the wrong link. That's my bad.
It's all right, Mitch. It's all right. It's all right.
For this defense, man, I'm going to say this again and again and again. Jordan Davis got to be out there more than 22 snaps. Can we all agree on that? Even though he destroyed my Michigan Wolverines, and that still haunts me to this day. But, yeah, man, Jonathan Gannon, that's basically what it is. Make adjustments. I did not see anything different from last week until last week. Nothing changed. Hopefully something different would change. Maybe a little more blitzing. Got to rush Kirk a little more. But honestly, I got to see it on the field because I don't know what Jonathan Gannon's thinking.
Yeah. I don't know. Hey, listen, Listen, fellas, man. Let me answer this, man. My wife just texted me about my daughter. I might gotta go hold her real quick, man, and watch her real quick while she go do something. But let me answer this real quick, and I'll tap back in. I'll probably be like 5 minutes. But the Vikings offense is definitely gonna do good when it comes to JJ, man. We need to run through JJ, right? If y'all establish that, if y'all do happen to lock him down or cover him, which, like y'all heard me say before, I feel like is impossible. But let's just hypothetically speak for a minute. If it does happen, then I think Dalvin Cook, just looking at how you guys allowed the Lions to rush, I just think Dalvin Cook, man, we got to remember, he's won us games on his back, with his legs single-handedly. And I think that I'm confident enough to know, like, if you guys do happen to stop that, then we can go to the run game and pound the rock. But I do agree with y'all. I think your defensive coordinator definitely better make sure that Jordan Davis is in there, because that's one thing I'm worried about. I think Garrett Bradbury, just looking at him, looking how big he is, he's going to lose the battle already before the game even starts, because that's a big dude. You feel me? So I hope y'all aren't right. I hope he doesn't start him. I hope y'all keep to the same thing and just let him, play like 20 snaps. That'll be good with me. But if he does start, man, it's going to it might get a little spicy in the trenches for our center, man. That's for sure. Yep. So, yeah.
Yep. Go ahead.
Man, I'm going to tap out real quick. Yeah, man, I'll tap out, but I'll be right back, though.
Yeah, we're tapping out.
Hey, hold it down, Carson, man. Don't let me down, boy. Rep that purple gang, man. Heavy. Don't let them gang up on you. I will be back.
Go handle your family.
Hey, y'all, don't gang up on my boy now. I will be back.
We'll take Eagles. Everyone will take good care of them. Go handle your daughter. Family first, my guy. Family first. Let me take him out real quick so he can go handle his family. He will be right back now on to you.
I don't know. He did tap out there. He did say he tapped out. So I don't know. Wrestling fan here. I don't know if anyone got that.
Yeah. Okay, man. So what do you want to see from your offense versus our defense, Skol?
Yeah, I think the big thing that I want to see from the Vikings is try and be able to throw against this Eagles defense, because I do think you guys have a talented secondary. So I want to see Kirk Cousins be able to take some shots down the field, be able to find Jefferson. But I also do want to see, as much as I love seeing Jefferson get the ball, I'd love to see Thielen and Osborne and Irv Smith Jr. get the ball a little bit more, see if we can't spread it out a little bit. And then, wherever Darius Slay isn't, like, maybe try and attack those areas. And I know James Bradbury, he's a pretty solid corner for you guys too, but I feel like that's a little bit maybe of a better matchup for the Vikings, maybe better than Slay and Jefferson. But at the same time, I think Jefferson can go toe-to-toe with pretty much anybody. But it'll be interesting to see. I would like to see that. I'm interested to see if the Vikings do a little bit more in the screen game this week. I know that that's something that they did a lot in the past, but I think there wasn't as much creativity in their screen game in the past. So I think it's going to be interesting to see what Kevin O'Connell draws up from that perspective. And I think it's going to be interesting to see if they continue to go with this running back rotation a little bit. We saw Madison get in there a little bit, and then we saw Cook, of course, come in too, and didn't really see much of Wongwu. So it was kind of the other two guys, Madison and Cook, that were kind of rotating in and out at running back. But what I think the big thing that I'm really interested to see is if Jordan Davis, like he was saying, Jordan Davis and Fletcher Cox in the middle there for you guys, if they are able to disrupt the interior of the offensive line, are they able to get past Garrett Bradbury? Are they able to get past the rookie Ed Ingram, who I think has a lot of potential, but he did get schooled by Kenny Clark on one of those pass rushes in the game. So, the fact that you have two guys like that in the interior, and depending on how much Jordan Davis plays, of course, with his snap count or whatever, that concerns me because as Rapp mentioned, the Vikings were the most pressured team in week 1, but I'm curious to see if some of those pressures turn into sacks here tomorrow night. So that's something that concerns me for the Vikings.
Mm-hmm. So now let's talk about Jalen Reagor and Mr. Revenge.
Does any part of you want, a little revenge, if that's the right word, or anything like that?
Of course. Why not? But I'm not going to go into the game pressing. Just going to let the game come to me. Whatever plays I make, make the best of it.
So Jalen Rager says he wants revenge over the Philadelphia Eagles. He wants revenge. He didn't know he ain't getting no revenge. He's not getting no revenge. He's gonna sit on the bench with his purple people eating butt, and he's gonna watch a real wide receiver named AJ Grizzle and Devontae Smith gets it done. Now I'm telling you, let me say this. Because we talked about it on the Birds Broad Street, on CoolCat-Mitch. We talked it everywhere on Eagles Everywhere and Eagles Nation. Jalen Rager, you got to keep an eye on that guy because sometimes he'll win you some games, but other times he will cost you some games. Like that, we had a game, and I talked about this in one of the videos. Jalen Hurts had a bad game against the New York Giants when we first played him. He was supposed to look at the Devontae Smith. He chose Jalen Rager to catch the ball. Mitch will tell you this because we did a live stream on it. He dropped it twice for a touchdown. And when it comes to punt returner, sometimes he's good, other times he's very, very, very bad. So he's not getting no revenge. He's going to sit on the bench like he's supposed to do and watch the Birds get dub. Mitch, I'm going to ask you, and I'm going to ask Purple People podcast when he comes back, will Jalen Rager get revenge on the Philadelphia Eagles?
No. I'm just going to say that right from the get-go. No. Because we've given this guy how many chances now? How many chances did we give this guy?
Multiple times.
And we just got to say this, right? He did drop the 2 passes. I'll give you that. He did drop 2. But here's the thing. It's the special teams that got me. It's the punt return. How many times did he let it go over his head and land at the 1-yard line? Like that muffed punch, that's what got me. That is what got me the most. So is that going to happen for you guys? I didn't see him. How did Rager do with the punt returner last week? Okay.
Yeah, he did okay. He had like 1 return for like 15 yards. Didn't muff anything, which was good. That's what I was worried about because I heard that he struggled with that a little bit in Philly. So that concerned me. So it was partly like, okay, why did we trade these draft picks for a guy that also struggles to return punts? With Amir Smith-Marset, kind of the same thing. I'm also an Iowa guy, so dropping Amir Smith-Marset was kind of like, kind of a little shot to the heart a little bit. But at the same time, I think Jalen Rager still has the potential. Like, he's got the talent. And again, I've talked about that at length, but the talent obviously doesn't always translate to being good in the NFL. We've seen that multiple times with multiple players, but I think if he can just be a solid punt returner, if he can continue to, be that 4th, 5th wide receiver, I mean, that's fine. But I just had this vision. I was just thinking like, okay, first play of the game, Vikings get the ball, Jalen Rager out in the slot, everybody's worried about Justin Jefferson. Everybody's worried about Adam Thielen, whoever else out there. And Rager just runs past everybody that he was getting covered by, finds himself in the end zone with the football, or he'll drop it, because then there probably will be a big laugh from the crowd at Lincoln. But I hope he has a good game because I do feel bad for him. I think he kind of got toasted by your fan base a little bit, I think, with all the things that he was doing. And I'm not saying that it wasn't rightfully so. Obviously, he's not performed to the expectations, but I think the fact that he's in Minnesota, the fact that he's the 4th string wide receiver, basically, I think that gives him a lot better of a chance to succeed. The pressure's not on him anymore, where I think it was more so when he was with Philadelphia.
Yeah, to me, yeah, just want to see if he was back. So yeah, for me, Jalen Rager can cost you games. You got to keep an eye on him. By the way, the Detroit Lions just scored a touchdown.
They were up 5-0.
Yeah, and they just scored a touchdown.
I think
the Commanders are going down.
Bro.
Yeah, the Washington Commanders just scored a touchdown.
Oh, Commanders did, not the Lions? You said Lions.
No, not the Lions. No. The Lions scored a touchdown just now.
Oh my God, it's 11-0.
All right, before we continue, let's have a laugh at the Washington Commanders. Y'all know what I'm doing.
We are Commanders. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Washington Commanders football team. We've got a new slogan. Yeah, we took it off of Farmers. The fact of the matter is, we are Commanders. Boy, it gets better every time, I tell you guys. Hey, like I always tell you guys from the Rally Captain, you rep it hard, but don't rep it all. It's your boy Rally Captain, and we are Commanders. Love it, guys. Take care.
We are
11
losing. Dun, 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 dun.
Exactly. So we're gonna
And I
ask
picked
Purple.
the Commanders to win.
Exactly. Yep. Luke,
Yo, what is
what's
up,
up?
Luke?
Yeah, how you doing? Why y'all laughing at the Commanders? The Lions' job. Cole, mind you, worry about the Cincinnati
The Bengals.
Bengals. Yeah,
I've been waiting for you to say Cowgirls this whole time, but
You know what? For Cole, I have to do this, and I'm just wasting time till Purple come back. But this one's for you, Cole.
A mediocre team and Big D. That's what makes this funny. How about them Cowboys? How about them Cowboys? Some way, somehow, when it counts, just wait. They will let you down. The accident, they will mess it up. Just wait. The accident, they will let you down. Just wait. The accident, the accident, the accident, waiting to happen. It will happen. I'm predicting they're gonna be irrelevant. I'm predicting an absolute embarrassment for the last decade and a half. They make me laugh. All the talent that they have is unbelievable, man. Big D, teasing you. This is what they do. Walking through we show up on cue. Accident, something will go wrong. The accident of the big Jumbotron. Accident, gotta recognize it's a black cat running around that franchise. Say with accident, they will mess it up. Just wait. The accident, they will let you down. Just wait. The accident.
All right,
how
that's
about
enough.
them Cowboys?
Hey, I like him.
Exactly. How about them Cowboys?
Yeah,
let's-
how about
let-
that? That's got to be tough though. Dak, man, I feel bad for Dak. I do have to say that. That sucks. And
Yeah,
he just,
it sucks, man.
he's had some bad injuries, but yeah, now I don't even know how good they were going to be with Dak after week 1 though. Like they were not looking good in that first game, man. Like they don't have anybody on offense other than CeeDee Lamb and then of course the running backs and then Dalton Schultz, who's maybe average of a tight end. I don't know. Like he's not great. I mean, so it's like Dallas, you guys are kind of in a rough spot right now, which I didn't see that coming. I thought they had more talent on offense, but obviously not.
Exactly. So let's talk about the wide receivers. A.J. Brown versus Justin Jefferson. Both had awesome games. Both was phenomenal. Listen, I love A.J. Brown. I know, Skol, you love Jefferson. So I'm going to ask Mitch, and then I'm going to ask you when Purple comes. I'm going to ask him as well. which one will have a better game, AJ Brown or Justin Jefferson? Go ahead, Mitch.
It's
I'll
very.
be right back. Keep my phone about to die. I'll be right back. Go ahead, Mitch. Hold it down. I'll be right
All
back.
right. We're cool. So, for me, I gotta go with Justin Jefferson. Because think about this, right? AJ Brown, he got all the targets in the world. All the targets. I don't think that's gonna happen again. I really think Jalen Hurts is gonna spread the ball around. Devontae, Quez, all that stuff. If AJ Brown has the same game, then I'm going with AJ Brown. But Justin Jefferson, arguably top 5 receiver. And we do have Darius Slay. We do have Gardner Johnson on him. So it's still going to be tough. But for me, I got to go Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, the thing that makes me think that AJ Brown would have the better game is that he's got a lesser of a matchup. Like I know Rap loves Cam Dantzler. I still think he's got a lot to prove. Patrick Peterson is getting up there in age. He got burned on the first play of the game last week, and it ended up being a drop. So I do think AJ Brown has the better matchup for sure against the Vikings cornerbacks, but I would say that Justin Jefferson, like we saw what he did to the Packers defense with Jair Alexander last week, who may not, he probably wished he would have followed him more in the press conference after the game, but part of it was the Vikings' creativity getting him open, and part of it was just that Barry didn't want Alexander to follow him. So, but you know what? I think I am going to say AJ Brown has the better game in terms of yards and maybe score a touchdown just because of the secondary matchups. But I do think the Vikings will find some offense with Thielen and, Irv Smith, whoever else. But I still think Justin's the best receiver of the two for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But sorry, they're who was the Bird Gang? Sorry, Bird Gang 31.
No, Bird Gang said AJ Brown is a better one.
I know. I'm sorry to tell him that it's not the case. Justin. I do like AJ Brown a lot, though. I definitely raised my eyebrows when I saw that they traded for him. I was like, oh boy, that's a good pickup for you guys.
Yeah. That caught me off guard.
Yeah. Huge draft day trade.
Exactly. So, you got anything to say to add, Mitch, before we talk about predictions?
Wait, did you pick who's better? Did you pick who had a better game?
Oh, yeah. Man, this is a tough one because I love me some AJ Brown. Y'all know that, but I gotta be real. And I'm Justin Jefferson. I'll give it to Justin Jefferson. He will have a better. I'll say AJ Brown will have a better game, but for who's the better wide receiver right now, I'll say Justin Jefferson. For right now, AJ, I'm giving y'all props. AJ Brown will be, but until that happens, because Justin Jefferson played last year, so I'm gonna give him his props. So if I got to choose, it will be Justin Jefferson. If it was up to me. King says, can't wait to wear my crybaby Vikings tee tomorrow that I got from 4th and John with the Hurt Season hat.
Nah.
Yeah. So, who will be the better running back? Dalvin Cook or Miles Sanders? Mitch?
Dalvin Cook with this defense. That's all I got to say.
Yep. Skol?
Ooh, that's a tough one too. I think it's going to be pretty even. I think if I had to choose, I'd probably say I'd give the slight edge to Dalvin, but I could definitely see Miles Sanders having a really good game too. I really, like I said, I'm still worried about that run defense for the Vikings. So we'll see if they can prove me wrong tomorrow. I hope they can, but I'm not holding my breath on that one.
Yeah, I'm just asking all these questions only because Purple said he'll be back in 5. So I'm just, wasting time before he comes back.
Yeah.
better.
You want to go do the
I know.
scores? You want to go do the scores?
Oh, the game's going on right now?
Yeah. It's 7-0 Miami. I mean 7-0
watch.
Baltimore. 7-0 Baltimore.
Miami's knocking on the
Give
door.
me the
Looks
scores
like.
for every game.
Yeah. Baltimore scored on a kickoff return right off the gate. So it's 7-0. 7-7 Cleveland and Jets. 3-0 New England. 13-0 Jacksonville over Indianapolis.
Whoa.
Yeah. 6-3 the Giants over the Carolina Panthers. Saints are up 3-0 in the second quarter over Tampa Bay. And Detroit is up 12-0 over the Commanders.
Oh, the Lions. Oh my goodness. They might actually be like I've been saying this the last few weeks about the Lions. I think the Lions could be the third best team in the division. This was before the Bears won their opening game, but I think that was kind of a misnomer because of the weather and the 49ers playing in all that crap that was going on at Soldier Field. I think that definitely played a role, but I could definitely see the Lions finishing above the Bears in the division. But I do think you put up this graphic. Yeah, you put this up, NFC East versus NFC North.
Yeah, cause the only reason why I asked is because I asked Purple this too of who comes to rivalry. Who's your number one rival? We already know who ours is. It's the Dallas Cowboys. They can sit there and talk all the crap that they want, say we ain't your rivals, we're your idols, blah 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 blah. I know Mitch will tell you this. We can't stand them dirty blue and silver straight rat packs known as the Dallas Cowboys. So, Mitch, who rival Cowboys in the NFC Cowboys East? Cowboys.
I mean, you said it like 3 times. Obviously, it's the Cowboys.
Explain
here.
why.
It's the fans.
Tell them why.
It's not. It's the fans, dude. The fans are the most delusional fan base in the history.
They're going to the Super Bowl every year, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you.
Hey, there have been some Viking fans that have been kind of in that same boat where we're going to the Super Bowl every year, and I maybe used to be one of those, but I've soon figured out that is usually not the case, and actually, it's never been the case in as long as I've been around because the Vikings haven't been in the Super Bowl since the 70s. So there you go. But yeah, I would say it's definitely Green Bay. I mean, I don't think the Lions have been competitive enough to even consider that. And the Bears, yeah, it's probably been more 50-50 with the Bears, but we hate Green Bay the most. I mean, it's not close, I don't think. And I think, yeah. And then after that, I honestly probably hate some other teams more than I hate some of our other division opponents. Like, I don't like the Saints at all, and there's lots of reasons behind that. Not a big Eagles fan, surprising.
Of course. I wonder why.
I don't like Dallas. I don't like Dallas just mainly because they get all the media attention and then they never perform. Pittsburgh, I basically don't like them because of all the winning that they did for so many years. But and then also the fact that they took Mike Tomlin and he won a Super Bowl. He was with the Vikings as the defensive coordinator back in the mid-2000s before he went to Pittsburgh. But yeah, no, I mean, there's a few teams I don't really like. I'm really not a big fan of Pete Carroll. So that I don't have much love for the Seahawks either, but
that game was so weird.
That was, the Monday night game last week.
Yeah. That was just so bizarre. It's like,
man, if Nathaniel Hackett doesn't improve on his game management and his play calling, like, holy cow, was that a big whiff?
Not just that, bro. Denver should not have fumbled the ball twice at the goal line.
Yeah. Well, and that second one, I don't know if you guys were paying attention, but before that snap of that second one where they were down there, like, there was a lot of movement going on, like right before the end of the play clock, and so they thought they had to snap it because, we don't want to lose 5 yards or whatever, and so then they ended up fumbling it because they should have just called the timeout right there, but Hackett didn't call the timeout, and then of course there's so much wrong with that final drive, but I digress.
Yeah. They both got lucky at the end of the day. They both did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly. They both did. Purple Pot right now, y'all. If y'all wanted to know where he's at, he's being a father. So okay, let's make our predictions. We're gonna send, and then we'll send you off. And then if he comes back, we'll wait till he comes back, and then we'll ask him the same questions. Because I know you're a busy man, and I thank you for coming on. By the way, Skol.
Yeah.
I thank
Thanks
you
for having me
on. By the way.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yep. So we're gonna make our prediction. We're gonna send you off, and then we'll wait for Purple Pocket Podcast to possibly pop up. We'll watch some games, me and Mitch, and we'll probably have you on. We'll watch some games together. Wait till Purple Pocket Podcast show up, and then we'll send you two on your merry way. So let's make our prediction, and then let's see some of these games. Let's talk about it. So we got our predictions. Mitch, okay, this is my prediction because I've been. You heard one thing on the Birds of Broad Street, and you heard another thing on the with me and Purple Pocket Podcast. So this is my official prediction. Exactly what I said. With Purple, it's 30-27 Birds. That's me. I believe we win 2-0. Vikings will see y'all in the playoffs, but that's me. Mitch, what's your prediction?
24-21 Eagles. I think it's going to be a closer game. I don't think it'll be such a high scoring. I think the Eagles defense will definitely try to pick it up, depending on when Jonathan Gannon's running. For me, I got 24-21 Eagles.
All right.
Let's go.
I've got the Eagles as well. So I've got Philadelphia 23.
Wow!
I've got Philadelphia 23, and I've got the Vikings 17. So, yep. Like I said, those things worry me. Those things worry me, and I don't have enough faith at this point to pick the Vikings in regards to those things. But those things also concern me week 1. But I did pick them to win week 1. But I don't know, the whole Monday night thing on the road in that environment. I just can't. And I do think it's going to be a lower scoring game than what people are thinking. Obviously, the Vikings put up their points, and then we saw what the Eagles did against the Lions. But I think it's going to be a little bit lower scoring than what people are expecting. But yeah. Going with Philly as much as it pains me to say.
Yeah.
No, I already know what.
What Purple Pocket Podcast. And
I already know what his prediction is.
Not here, and as y'all can see, there's an.
He's going Vikings. I'll just tell you that right now.
With his daughter, he said he'll be.
He has the Vikings winning 27-17.
All right. So should we wait for him, Mitch, or should we? What you want?
That's up to you. That's up to you. I'm fine with whatever.
Rashad Bateman. I think he got a big touchdown there for the Ravens.
All right. Okay. No. This is what we do. You got any free time to stay with us while we work?
Yeah.
You got something to do?
I got time.
Yeah, so I guess we'll be watching some. Yeah, so this is what we'll do, y'all. This is what we'll do. We'll watch some. Yeah, he just popped off. So we'll watch some games. Wait till he come back. If he ain't back by at least 2:20 or 2:30. If he ain't back by then, we'll wrap it up. But we'll watch some games. what we'll do is watch things.
So I made a mistake with my fantasy team. I know everybody wants to hear about my fantasy team, but I put
Go ahead.
Rashad Bateman.
Waste
I put
time anyway. Go ahead.
I put Rashad Bateman on my bench this week because I thought that Antonio Gibson would have more points against the Lions, and he still might have some good points. He might still get me points, but it's not looking good early. 29 points already for old Bateman. At least in my league.
Detroit scored a field goal. Detroit got a field goal.
So it's 15-0.
Yeah.
It's 15.
And of course, I got Hawkinson and Shark. They have no points. I'm like, what? How do they have 0 points when they're up 15-0?
That's the Lions for you. Don't throw to their playmakers.
Jameis Winston almost had a fumble.
Well, Winston is playing with 4 broken bones in his back.
I'm curious what you guys think about the Saints. Are you guys sold on the Saints? I'm kind of thinking they're not as good as what people are saying they are.
Nah. CoolCat, what do you think?
Jalen Hurts is the Saints' daddy. Jalen Hurts is the Saints' daddy. I'm not really sold on the New Orleans Saints. They got some tough stuff they got to fix, and if they don't score no points on the board, I don't know. I don't know.
They do have the lead right now.
First down. Yeah, they do have the lead, and Tua just dropped a ball. I think somebody did. Now it's 2nd and 10. For those of y'all that's wondering what the heck going on, why are we talking about other games? It's because we're looking for Purple Pocket.
He just DM'd me. He goes, yo, I might not be able to get back, and I got tied up. Let the people know I'll be back Monday. No stress. My fault, y'all.
All right, it's all right. So this is what we'll end it. We'll end it here because we got some stuff we got to do, and I know we're busy men. So we'll end it here. Skol Purple Podcast. Let everybody know what you got going on.
Yeah, so you can find. Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Skol Purple Pod. We're on Facebook. We're on TikTok, which I don't pay much attention to, but we're also on Instagram. And then also on YouTube, Skol Purple Podcast. I just dropped an episode this morning with Tom Schreier of Zone Coverage. He's the co-founder, and he's also a beat writer for the Vikings. Talked about the Philadelphia game. And so go ahead and subscribe if you would, and give the video a view. And yeah, hopefully we can collab in the future as well. And hopefully there's a playoff matchup in our future. And hopefully it's in Minnesota and it's on the Vikings.
Actually, I have one question.
In the win column.
How do you feel when the Vikings dismantled the Rocky statue?
See, I did not even know about that until I saw a Twitter picture yesterday. I was like, okay. Or somebody even mentioned it in the video. Like, I did not even know anything about that. But yeah, that's disrespectful, I got to say. But I've also heard how some Vikings fans were treated there too. So,
and then thank you for 2017. Thank you.
Welcome. You're welcome.
All right, Mitch.
It just caused me plenty of pain and agony, but.
All right.
Yep.
So
we're gonna let you go. Right. Coming
See you guys.
Guess you did.
Yep.
So for me,
right, Mitch, what you got?
So for me, 6 o'clock, I'm going to be on with Purple Pocket Podcast on his channel. So I'm going to see him again tonight.
Y'all get to finish up where y'all left off.
Yeah. And, that's basically it. And MK Headlines on Tuesday with my co-hosts Further AM and Randy. Next is Randy.
Yep.
So that's Tuesday.
And the Aftermath Podcast, where we break down numbers and break down films, will happen on Tuesday at 9:00 p.m. So thank y'all for watching the coolest cat and the realest of the realest. Please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that notification bell. Please like, subscribe, and comment to both channels. Thanks, Mitch, for having me on the morning show, my brother. Go hang out with your family. Let's laugh at the Washington Commanders. Oh, hey! And it's fly, Eagles fly, go birds.